With a depleted roster and Steph Curry unable to hit the ocean, the Warriors almost choked against the Detroit Pistons. However, it was the unsung 12th man, Gui Santos, who knocked down open threes and hustled to create second chance opportunities, while Buddy Hield finally had a good game and repeats his cycle. So let's break down their performances. This team is so funny to me, man. Buddy Hield has been ice cold for a few games, and before you know it, he looks like prime Klay Thompson again. Draymond's got the ball on the left wing and looks towards the weak side to the action of Steph and Buddy. Once Steph cuts, Buddy's reaction is to sprint up the wing and get one step ahead of his defender and run off of Jackson Davis' second screen. TJD's man Enduran is in a deep drop, so when Buddy curls, he can either shoot it when he's open or dribble penetrate. He's got a 2-on-1 advantage here, but is somehow able to hesitate the big man enough and then get a nice left-hand layup over a shot blocker. With Wiggins and Kuminga both out, Steve Kerr went to the last remaining semi-big person in Gui Santos to play the second string small forward position. On this high pick and roll with Steph Curry, Fontecchio is on the wrong side of the pick and hustles the guy out to the three-point line, opening a lane for the roll man in Gui Santos. Bounce pass, and now we have a 4-on-3 advantage. Santos actually has a wide open layup here, but is scared of Stewart and just stupidly kicks it out. Thank God he made up for this, as no one looks to recover back to him, so he relocates back from out of bounds. If he did not make this three, I would have been so pissed. We got another end of bench player in Pat Spencer setting an on-ball screen for Curry, but this time Fontecchio jumps out to switch, but angles his body too much where Steph is able to counter and split the screens. Dribble penetration here with the 4-on-3 advantage, where Stewart first rotates over, but Holland is going to try and sink down, even from the strong side one pass away. Gui Santos probably was not on the scouting report last night, but credit him for sliding up to the wing to give Steph a better angle to kick it out, and now Holland has 10 feet to close out. Great catch and confident release on the three-pointer again. Buddy Hield's cycle exists in every team he's ever been on. He'll shoot like prime Klay, then misses wide open three-pointers that become momentum killers, then do it all over again a few weeks later. Even on the simple kick out, every NBA player should hit this, especially if you made the most threes in the last 5 years. But I swear Buddy's was 0% the last couple weeks on these type of shots, but glad he's able to knock this one down. Gui Santos gets the game ball because he's a big body that hustles and can catch and shoot. Here he sprints in for a second chance opportunity, one of many from straight hustle in order to tip the ball for another possession. Then immediately finds the open shooter for a high IQ play. This three bomb is worth double considering the context and momentum of second chance points. Great job by Gui Santos and Buddy Hield for knocking it down. On this split action with Santos and Draymond, Dre is not a shooter, so he smartly backdoors, and Detroit miscommunicate by having both defenders guard him. This is when the motion offense is extremely effective, confusing the defense and opening up a shooter. Way to pop out to the three by Santos, and he calmly knocks down his third three-pointer. This one was crazy. Great job by two Warriors big men on defense, can't believe I'm even saying that, in protecting the rim first. Santos actually fumbles the ball since he was not protecting it strong enough, then makes up by sliding in position to take an offensive charge. What a play. Is that a 6'7" Brandon Pajensky I'm seeing with a three-point shot? Give him more playing time right now. To start the second half, we have a great choice with the Dennis Schroeder pick and roll with TJD. Duran comes out the hedge, but Schroeder counters by keeping his dribble alive, while simultaneously Jackson Davis rolls off the screen really intelligently by keeping Cade Cunningham on the high side, allowing this slick bounce pass to the roll man. Amen Thompson has to rotate over as the weak side low man, and Beasley is always going to stick to Steph. Like I said, these are the high quality looks that a small Warriors lineup will create, and Buddy has to knock these ones down. Thank God he remains hot. Buddy started the second half with 3 straight buckets. Nothing fancy here except a simple down screen by TJD. Curl by Buddy, and he knows Jackson Davis' man Enduran will remain in the deep drop coverage as a big man. Wide open catch and shoot and another flame-throwing game by the sharpshooter. Now, the Pistons weren't going away. I can't believe I'm seeing a Gui Santos Kevon Looney two-man game where we get a dribble handoff for Santos to attack with his left hand. Stewart is playing a drop, but Santos is somehow able to dribble with his left, then time the rotation by the big man just in time, and faking a layup attempt and dumping the pass off to Looney. Fantastic read by the Brazilian big man for an easy 2 points. Sometimes it just takes a simple play. On-ball pick by Santos, and Detroit wants to hound Steph, even though he was atrocious last night. Santos is able to read the double team by the Pistons and pop out to the three-point arc. You can see Cade barely closing out Santos, since the scouting report definitely says to allow him to make plays, but Santos hesitates first and pulls an open three. Big time shot. We got a triple split action here, but Buddy ignores screening for Dennis. Honestly, this is a good idea since I don't think Schroeder's yet comfortable running this action yet. So Buddy runs off of Jackson Davis' screen, and again, Jalen Duren is dropping deep in the paint. This is a great action to run against big men that do not come out to the perimeter, as it becomes a simple catch and shoot for Buddy Hield. Thank God he's hitting these. There you guys have it. The Warriors almost choked once again, but luckily they built a big enough lead. This was the Gui Santos game, as the 4th-string small forward made his biggest impact with his shrunken roster. Santos was great at knocking down open threes, but he shined most with his hustle, grabbing offensive rebounds, making steals, and diving for 50-50 balls. This was a clear example of why Santos needs more playing time, especially given his size, but we'll see if Steve Kerr sticks with him. The Buddy Hield cycle also continues, as he finally hit his open threes, something the Warriors desperately need to capitalize on small lineups and their 3-point emphasis. Sometimes strength in numbers still holds true, as Golden State beat a red-hot Detroit team and may be starting a winning streak. Now it's on to a back-to-back against the Pacers, so if you guys like this breakdown, like and subscribe to see more.